Welcome to A Ruined Chapel by Moonlight. I'm your host, Bertold Gamma. And today I'm reviewing Imperial Passions, the Porta Aurea by Eileen Stephenson. Imperial Passions is a sweeping historical novel told from the perspective of Anna Delasina, who at the beginning of the tale is a 14-year-old orphan girl living with her grandparents. Over the course of the novel, she grows up, marries, becomes a mother, and through it all is witness to many major events during a tumultuous time in the Byzantine Empire. Emperors and empresses rise and fall, wars are waged, and all the while daily life goes on in what was then one of the most powerful cities on earth. A major plot thread is Anna's hatred for Constantine Ducas, a powerful official in the imperial court who viciously abuses his wife, Anna's cousin Zine. Ironically, by the end of the book, she finds her family in an uneasy alliance with the man, though he is clearly maneuvering to gain power for himself, just as many of the other palace bureaucrats do. One of the things I like most about the book is the way the political machinations cause real effects in the characters' daily lives. Another plot thread is how the government levies taxes on its citizens to build extravagant churches and palaces, while failing to pay soldiers on the empire's edge. It's one thing to read that someone is an officious bureaucrat. It's another when you read that their corrupt tax collection scheme is robbing the main character. The econ major in me also liked seeing an early example of Ricardian equivalence. The large cast of characters is composed largely of actual historical figures, though in a few cases Stephenson takes understandable liberties, given the relative lack of historical information. Some of the most memorable characters are Anna's uncle Costas, who teaches her about strategy through their frequent chess games, and the bureaucrat Celis, a vicar of Bray-like character who manages to retain his high office by constantly courting the favor of the various rulers. Imperial Passions is a truly ambitious work, and Stephenson clearly has done extensive research. Almost every aspect of Byzantine life is covered. Food, clothing, travel, religion, marriage, and almost anything else you can think of is discussed in some fashion. As a result, the story is rather slow to unfold. If you like a rapid-fire plot with lots of sudden twists and turns, it might not be your cup of tea. And there are times when the otherwise commendable commitment to authenticity hurts the flow of the tale. For example, since many of the characters are historical figures, there are a lot of duplicate names. I wish I had a Solidus for every Marie and Constantine who crops up. Also, because there are few historical novels about Byzantium, compare with how many there are about, say, Tudor England, some readers may be intimidated by the unfamiliar setting and the forbidding Byzantine terminology, although there is a helpful glossary in the back. But it's well worth sticking with it, even, maybe especially, for readers unfamiliar with the setting, because you will end up learning quite a lot about a fascinating and unjustly neglected period in history.